Welcome to the show that teaches you the things your parents and teachers are too afraid to. The Helios blog. Today, Jon Zherka and Sneako reunite. This should be good.
The reason she's alone is because she's difficult.
Women are not accepting the bare minimum.
Women fuck men they respect.
All the women who say things like, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man, like, y'all impress me.
Women just gaslight each other and say what they want to hear.
Joke's not the sin, but like this life is a sin. We told you to come to Miami, to be with us, to be with Myron, be with the Red Pill in Miami, be esoteric, talk about Christ is King. This is where you should have been. You heard this from your community, from me, from everybody, and you chose to go to LA with the girls. Like, why? That's the sin.
Well, LA was just to pick up my PC, but really I didn't want to let like Mike go down because he was, hey, the cat is breaking my PC. Get it down from there. Get down. Hey, get down. Oh, my God. It's
Hilarious.
okay. Hold on.
Did you ID that pussy?
You're. And you know what's funny is the whole chat liked the girl. So I guess that whole chat's a creep, too.
You seem a little shook about it. A little bit.
I was, bro. You know what's funny is like people are like, he's puking because now he finds her gross. That's not why. Like, she looks like any other 20-year-old girl we run into in these streams. Before, when I went to the shower, when we first got in the house, and, they're trying to come in my room, I just locked them out. I just shower alone because, like, I don't know these people. And even I'm so glad that I'm the type to, like, hook up really slow. Like, it wouldn't even have happened. But check this out.
This is why you don't just randomly hook up with girls right away. There needs to be some kind of test. Because there could be some kind of trap.
When I went in the shower, I randomly just, I had a couple of drinks, nothing crazy. I got this dizzy spell of something's wrong. And I started puking, just spit. And I kept spitting. Then I came out, I'm like, that's weird. Like, I barely drank. I feel healthy, and I have this dizzy feeling. Then it went away. And she, she's cuddling on me and stuff like that. And then that feeling came back as soon as Josiah, the virgin, was like, yo, did security ID them? Did we ID them? I'm like, yeah, I saw it, but wait a minute, that was on her phone. And the one thing that blew me away is Mike kept trolling because Mike thought we were making fun of him, like we're trying to get him. So Mike kept saying stupid shit like, no, she's 24, she's this, she's that. And he kept double downing and looking like he's in a lot of heat for that. I feel bad.
I'm a hungry individual. I want to grow.
Disaster. I apologize for the ads, guys.
Like I'm just hearing you. I can hear the LA partying. I can hear the alcohol and that environment and the clout chasers and the social climbing and the anxiety. Aren't you sick of that?
No, I'm not. I spent 6 months in my room doing nothing. I didn't even go out. I can't go out with my people back home because they're all like drug dealers and stuff that get me in trouble. So I was alone for 6 months. I really wanted to just go out for some drinks and some stupid stuff at the bars. And bro, you gotta remember, I've been 5 years bouncing, so this is like my natural habitat. And not to like farm sympathy, I don't want to say this live on some weird. I've always had millions of people trying to be my friends, but I have trouble allowing a friend in my life. I'm always alone, 7 years alone, or I'm usually just with a girlfriend. And Mike is my genuine friend, so I'm like super happy to be around a homie. Like if I have good news, if I buy a nice car, if I do anything awesome in my life, I love going to do that stuff with someone who is poor with me. We're broke together. We bled together. We've been in bar fights.
Why does he sound like he's lisping?
Together, all that.
So was that really that I saw? Like Sneako Updates has been making fun of you for that. Was that actually that you groped?
I'm pretty sure. And even if it was the girl, that looked like a dude.
It looked like Chris from Mr. Beast for real.
Yo, Sneako, you know what's funny is 4 years straight of doing like content with women, and my chat would always call me a pussy because like you never kiss on them, you never show affection on the stream, you're kind of just the cool guy they want. And I'm like, bro, I will dry hump these girls if the viewer count goes up. Let's like make it funny. And I did it once, twice. The second time I did it, like touching on all the girls, being nice to them, like pretending I'm all simpy.
It was a 16-year-old.
The first time in my life I copy heel Mike's style, and just cat is my computer. No.
That's what I'm saying.
The cat is hilarious.
Committing sin without repentance. Like you need to have some. If you are going to sin, there needs to be guilt. If you do it thinking like with a smile on your face, thinking you're going to get away with it, then you always end up being punished. That's what's happened in my life, at least. I want to see you go viral for the right reasons. He's not listening at all. I don't want to see you go viral for like grabbing girls.
Sneako, you know why I don't feel bad? Because like 8 years working with hoes and only one blemish on my record that's not even a real blemish or anything, that's pretty good, man, compared to these gamers. I'm not going to say names, but man, I didn't realize how squeaky clean my record is until I got infiltrated last night. And yeah, I don't know. It's like dragon year, they say, right?
It's not dragon year. It's the consequences of your actions.
I really did nothing wrong, bro.
I
like,
mean, so how old is that girl? I saw some stuff on, like, I saw like her dad's Facebook. Like, was she born like 2007?
Her dad's that dad stuff, I'm pretty sure was
parent, teacher.
Oh my lord, it's so frequent, these ads. Sorry, I'm glad I'm
heard
fast.
Someone talk to her dad.
Freaking
like,
disaster.
bro, there's no way that part's real. Like, someone got to prove that to me. But she was her fake says 18, so that was their final answer. So then we got excited. We're like, oh, finally! Like, I guess she just wanted to get drinks or something underage or something. But her fake said 18. But you know, I feel like they're acting way too weird. So I don't even buy that. But I'm just glad that the onus is not on me. It's not my trouble anymore. And yeah, it's like really when I woke up in the morning, I was like, I've been in so much stupid. I get canceled, and I always say like my bad guys, but I'm really not going to say my bad at all. I got infiltrated by, and if you guys hold Andrew Tate's feet to.
Welcome to the psyop, or what do you want to call it? They came for him, basically. Cancelled.
The fire for
again.
That. You're definitely gonna. You have to. If you're gonna hold his feet to the fire, you got to hold mine. The guy worked with. Right? And we,
oh, does it look like a bruise on his face? Maybe he got punched in the face.
We didn't work with him. This is like a friend from Fresh Fit Podcast that just really wanted her legacy to be Zherka's whatever. But yeah, when I compare it to Tate and all these other guys, like I look like an angel compared to these guys. I just look stupid. I look like a stupid angel. That's all. I mean, it's not like no. Yeah, I'm just glad it didn't.
What did you think about that one moment where Myron was saying that, like, when you come back, because you've been planning and hyping up your return to the United States for a long time and getting out of your room, and he's like, you got to get away from. Well, I've been
retired. When I say my return, I mean my return to happiness and being social again. But because I have modes. But I
okay, but your return, like coming back to the United States at least, no matter if it's for streaming.
I haven't, even when I was unbanned, I haven't streamed. Like, I'm retired, so it's not like a return to streaming.
So not to streaming, to the United States, and Myron's like, you got to stay away from LA and Mike, and that you should.
Well, my family.
It's pretty hilarious that the second that he goes to Los Angeles, the cesspit of disgustingness, that these things happen.
My family and friends all really, really, like, they admire how loyal I am to Mike, because remember, I cut him out for 3 months because I said I don't want family and friends texting me because I'm about to go viral on Fresh and Fit. And, I told people I don't want, like, loved ones to bring my mood down, because they can affect me. Like, if I love Mike, he could say some negative. So I did that. I went viral. I felt horrible because, Mike just, he needed me at the time. I brought all the clout back to him, did everything on his channel, got him rich as. And everyone's saying, bro, you did a million favors for him. He's done a lot for me too, man. And I'm saying, just because I've done a lot more, it doesn't. We're not weighing who's done more. I'm not doing that. But I'm not gonna lie to you, my friends and family, they despise me when I'm with Mike because they go, yeah, you guys are brothers and stuff, and you guys were broke together, and you guys were the most hated guys on Twitch because you're just everyone's girl, and the nerds couldn't keep up. And that's like the one thing we had in common. But my family really says Mike and I are bad together. They just want me to stay with Sneako and Myron. But you got to remember, staying with you guys is like a couple hours thing, I want a roommate. I want a brother. I want to, like, go.
Use the markers and.
Man, the amount of, like, crazy ads.
I want to celebrate with someone, like, I have.
Oh, sorry. One second. I'm just going to enable my ad block again. Hopefully this helps.
I have all this free time too. For the first time in my life, you and Myron are like a couple hours, and then I go back home alone, and I'm not
Wait, you
seeing
say that
girl.
you made all these jokes about when you were here and we were streaming. You were saying in the guest room, I would knock on your door, remember, and like, hey, bro, let's get some food, and you just wanted to be alone and like do your anxiety thing.
I'm saying no one would live with me. None of you would live with me, and I don't want to live alone. That's why I'm here, because I know it's a horrific.
Didn't you
idea,
live alone in Canada?
Yeah, but you got to remember, like, this 7 years of being alone got me in a lot of legal trouble, got me fired from every job. I became a drug dealer. Like, being alone ruined my life, dude. And I don't think I want to be alone.
Why not live with a girl? Just get a girlfriend.
I have anger issues, so like I can hold them for a year, but if I get angry, bro, I really like living with just the boys is so much easier for me because let's say I do a stream and another girl. Like, I had this problem when I had a girlfriend for a year, where girls would call me cute on a podcast, miles away in different country or states, and then she would have like mental breakdowns, start crying because the girl called me cute, and then my content would suffer. And when I lived with a girl, I was at 200-300 viewers for like a year, and I would cope and say, "Oh, it's because I'm on vacation," but really it's because like I'm also a sweetheart. Like I could get cozy with, and like Myron changed my life when he said men make less when they live with women, and I was like, wow, I never realized I cuddled with that girl 10 hours a day in hotels with no TV on for a year. So clearly, even the most red pill dude like me can be susceptible to being a lazy simp. And the biggest disaster would be right now that I'm rich. If I had a girlfriend, I feel like her and I would just go to the Bahamas and I'd piss away a lot of this. But living with, he has a security guard, he has Sagan, they built me this PC, they're doing it right.
It seems like, why are you overthinking about stuff like living with dudes or living with the girl, but not overthinking like, wait, should I ID this girl or should I not be in LA with
that's the thing.
Yeah.
He hired security to do that job. That's what I'm trying so hard not to be I hate being like the blame game guy because I'm a bouncer. I should never get got. But and I've never been got. But when Mike said, "Hey, I got security. I got 2 assistants working here. Here's one for you." When Mike showed me all the professionalism, I said, "Okay, yeah, we can live together." And it still went wrong, and it went really wrong, and we almost got into like 4 other fights. So clearly, like, I'm gonna just station Mike in
the security didn't work, of course, because the guy doesn't really care about you, of course.
His room and let him be a normal streamer, not get into trouble and stuff, but the screening process and stuff, I helped him with
Are you guys banned? Are you guys permanently banned on Kick now?
Oh yeah, I'm banned too, right?
You don't even know that? You're permanently banned?
I'm rich, I don't stream. He is banned, so it's bad for him.
Well, you're banned too. Yes, right?
Yeah, I am. They got us both. But
the response could have been better from the outside in. I saw you guys getting in trouble and canceled for that, and I see the clip, and you guys are like, "I don't care. I like 16-year-olds. I do it again." Like then I'm like, okay, it's over.
You got to remember though, he did that response after he was convinced Josiah made him look like a fool. Like we thought that Nelk boy's pranking us, and he's pranked us before, but he's like looking dead in our eyes, saying he's not pranking us, and it hit me. But Mike's like, "Oh, you're pranking me? She's actually of age? Okay, time to look like a..."
I know, but that's just bad. That's just bad optics because like everyone was posting it, like Dexerto, whatever, like everything posted. It got millions of views. It was the most.
So they actively tried to get themselves banned, is what it sounds like.
You guys got ever. It's like I don't just want to see you and your friends doing your thing, always going viral for something bad. It's like I know how much that sucks and like how much that weighs in your mind, the anxiety thing. I want to see you go viral for Christ is King.
But it doesn't suck because that was God's work right there. Where I'm totally clean, and it got abruptly ended in a spectacular, humiliating fashion where it can never happen again. Because let's be honest,
but then you get the reputation because you already had so much ammunition.
No. If God didn't have my back, imagine if my dick worked. It was a miracle, and I had to the girl. Then it would be like my family would have disowned me on a mistake, even though everyone knows these target celebrities all the time, internet celebrities, all that. But God is like, oh, you want to be sloppy? You want to let security get lazy? You guys half-ass check IDs? Okay, I'm gonna humiliate you guys. And I really thought I'd be more embarrassed, but I was like, Wow, that's a blessing, dude. It could have been so much worse. It could have been so much worse. Yeah, it's so much worse. It could have been. It could have been horrific.
It was also pretty bad though too. Bad. Let's be real. I'm not trying to like be a dickhead, but bad.
Well, Steve, it's definitely like the weirdest that's happened in my life. Like in my bouncing days, it was just like people punching me in the face. It was never like this. But it did make me think. Like there's something I never understood. Girls love clout, right?
Yeah.
So if women love clout and being around a successful network, why would that girl piss away her network with Fresh and Fit? Why would she risk all that to do that to us?
You're
That's what I
adding too
didn't
much
get.
reason to girls. Girls are childish and they're gonna think for something that's
Yeah, but
and you say that now. You say that girls love clout now, but
they don't think in those terms because they're not logical.
Earlier, you're like, oh wait, we didn't think this girl was a clout chaser. She liked us for us. You got to assume that any girl that's hanging out with you guys on a stream in LA, they're all clout chasers.
No. We think they're all clout chasers. Nobody believes they're not clout chasers. It's just I trust this Abby girl because I look at her. I'm like, I came out the womb of Fresh and Fit, meaning Fresh and Fit are bigger than Zherka. What? She would never replace Fresh and Fit for Zherka. So I looked at her eye. I'm like, she's 18, right? And Abby's like, I swear on everything. And I'm like, dude, we're talking about jail time. Like, and she's like, yeah. And I have no.
Well, you know what they say. The expression is, what is it? Women's O's are etched in water. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Idea why I don't think she wanted to get fired. I don't think none of that. And in my logic is I've never been got by clout chaser girls because I'm like, there's more clout here. She's with Fresh and Fit. She's not going to snake everyone. She's going to miss out on all that network. She knows Zherka's not going to stick around, so she's going to stay with Fresh and Fit. I know clout chasers are trying to get me if I'm alone. But if there's a bigger fish, like, oh, I'm around Sneako, they're going to go for Sneako. If I'm around Fresh and Fit, they're going to hover around that. But she legitimately traded all that to attach her name to our names. Very strange. Like, and it's funny is this the.
It's like psychopathic girl stuff. That's what it sounds like to me. Like, you know, psychopath men, they get off on hurting other people in you know, physically usually. Well, psychopath women, how do they get off? Well, they get off on, you know, reputation destruction and all that. That's just it, right? It's different. Sadly. Okay.
Only nice girl. We've never had beef. I go on set. I see her, super sweet. I've never done anything rude to her. All I said was, "Do I know you?" When I just saw her outside the bar, because I guess she changed her hair color or something. And all the women look the same anyway. And it killed me because there was like 6 girls surrounding us trying to go home, and we're like, "Yeah, we'll get the content." Like no one's even a week. I still have in America, believe it or not, right? And anyway, so the girls all surrounded us, and we looked at them, and then Mike is like, "They're all strangers." I'm like, "Yeah, they're all strangers. We can only go with Abby's girls." And yeah, we only trust Abby because she works in the industry. She's not going to piss away her job. And then it turns out she's clinically.
Okay. Yeah. What are you going to.
Put your trust in a girl. Your whole life on that. Yeah, that wasn't smart, was it?
You're going to be doing anything differently going forward?
Nope. I'm just going to get security to just ID people. I know it looks like I work with Mike, but I'm really just having drinks with a buddy because I hate when his chat says, "Where's Zherka?" That, but I don't work with Mike. Like it's not a business contract. Actually, if I did, I'll take 50% of it on the star. But yeah, I just do homies favors and get them rich. But you know, because I have a lot more free time and stuff. But yeah, I'm doing my YouTube thing and all that. And the crazy thing is, my website sales have never been higher. So that's weird.
Well, what about Rumble now? I mean, you're permanently banned on Kick. I don't know.
Well, you know how I feel about Rumble, where it's like,
I don't know how you feel about Rumble. You know how I feel. You know, I love this free speech website, but how do you feel about Rumble?
I feel like I did you guys a lot, and I never wanted like you guys to throw a contract in my face, but at least in the conversation, you know, like every billionaire is in a group chat with me except Chris, and it's like if I'm not even in the conversation, if Chris is not even going to say, hey, for 6 months, if you do this, we can maybe set this up. We don't guarantee you. If I'm not even in the conversation, I brought you guys 100,000 views on your platform by my idea of putting Nick on, wore the Rumble hat on Fresh Fit. I did everything I was supposed to do.
Can you be upset at Rumble for that? Or like maybe you got to analyze the situation. Do you think that you present yourself to a billionaire or to like a public company like this? Do you think you represent yourself as like a stable, reliable businessman, or the crazy crash out cokehead degen party?
Okay, why is Kick's Billionaire good to us?
Because that website is all degeneracy. It's a gambling website. They love degeneracy, right? Like Rumble's looking for stable. Rumble, let me explain. Like Rumble's a place where podcasters, it's very political. It's like a conservative consistency. This time every single day of the week. People get upset when I don't go live the same day every week because it's like people tune in to see this show at this specific time. They want reliable, consistent work. Do you think you present yourself to a billionaire that way?
Now he sounds like a businessman. Sneako does.
You don't. The question, like the answer is like you seem like the crazy like crash out. Like yes, you bring viewers and there's entertainment value.
You're kind of you're making my argument for me that I never gave up because I feel like I don't belong there. Yeah, you're saying I don't belong there. I don't belong.
But how are you going to put blame on Rumble for doing proper business? Like, why would they throw...
I feel like other platforms at least put me in group chats to talk. If I had brought Kick 100,000 views, bro, Eddie's giving us so much money over the last year. When I wasn't even a streamer.
That's why Kick made mistakes. That's why Kick is in a bad... Kick is in the worst spot it's ever been since it started right now, because they give money to a lot of crash outs and they give money to immediate views, but they don't think long term. They don't see like who's going to be consistent. Like, yes, somebody can go up and down, and somebody can get like 1 million views right now doing a crazy video, but can they be consistent and bring in hours of content day in and day out?
No offense. Yeah, but you consistent guys are not even on the radar. I don't know one Rumble streamer besides you.
Fresh and Fit. I mean, they have Trump Jr.'s killing it. Academics have been doing well on here. Viva Frey, The Quartering. These guys are like, they're not like in the streaming sphere, but they do like political podcast content. These guys, like, they bring in viewers and they bring in money.
Yeah, but they're not pushing the envelope. They're just always going to be at 1,000 viewers.
Yeah, it's for a different audience, but that's like you have to see. What's
I don't want an office life, bro. I don't think I want an office life. I'd rather get punched in the face, humiliated on the street, than have an office job, bro.
That's why they don't want to. That's why people like billionaires don't want to work with you. They like what you just said.
That's fine, bro. It's gonna be their loss when I'm Joe Rogan level, bro. At the end of the day.
You want to know the real thing?
Hey, one in the chat. If I'm funnier than everyone on Rumble combined, come on, bro. Give the hours.
Do you remember?
You're telling me I went on a date with an underage girl? I'm not the funniest nigga on earth.
That is funny. It is funny to not care about touching a 16-year-old girl. But do you?
I did care. I puked.
You puked?
It's funny in a sad way.
I thought you were just spitting.
Yeah, well, spit. But a lot of people are like, you puked because you find her gross. No, I puked because I'm going to jail, nigga. She was cute. I'm going to jail, nigga. That's what I thought. I'm like, bro, Dragon bit me again. The dog is getting raped, bro.
Do you remember when I approached you with an idea for a podcast last year?
Bro, Sneako,
yes or no? Yes or no?
I'm gonna. Should I just? This is so rude to say to you, but
all right, here we go.
You're a really intelligent businessman, because Sneako will be like, Zherka, I know you're a little naive dog. You want to do a 50-50 collab? Just be on my stream 10 times in a row till I get a $5 million contract, and then you ditch me. That was genius. What you did.
How did I ditch you?
Well, we never started our podcast.
If I ditched you, why would I platform right after he touches the girl? If I was gonna ditch you, I'd be doing this call right now, bro.
Because you have a Muslim audience that gets married young, right?
What does that have to do with talking to you after getting canceled?
Well, I'm just saying, like, to you, it's not that big of a deal, right? Is it a big deal for you?
No, because I know that you feel guilty about it. I know that it was a mistake, right? But the reason, the reason I'm talking, I'm like, I want this to be a pivotal moment. Also, I like your community too. I like the Christian, like, esoteric stuff, like, and they care about you. And I'm reading their stuff. They're like, yo, can you just leave LA? Can you do can you talk about Illuminati?
I left LA.
Can you talk about the
worse.
Vatican?
I left LA and it got worse.
Where are you right now?
In Miami, bro. I went from trans IQ to teen IQ. This is a disaster.
You're in Miami?
I've been in Miami, yeah.
Why are we on Discord? Where are you?
I'm at Mike's place right now, but I've been here for like a week. Oh, you're in New York?
No,
I mean, you were in New York, right?
I took a jet from New York to, I just came.
Yeah, what was that private jet? What are you, rich?
Yeah, I am.
No, whose jet was that? What the
That was my jet. That's my jet.
That was Chris's jet.
Not absolutely. I mean, if it was Chris's jet, he would have been in there with me. But
no, Sneako, man. I'll tell you this, bro. Your two biggest fans will always be my mom and dad, who literally don't know how to use technology, and they watch you. Yeah. It's like, because, bro, they literally say Sneako is you without the mental illness, just pure comedy. I was like, what the? And they're like, you could be Sneako level. And I'm like, Mom, Dad, you know I have more potential than him? And they're like, yeah, but you burn out. He never burns out. And I'm like, come on, bro.
That's why because we could have done a good Fresh and Fit podcast last year, but instead you wanted to do this it's like you prefer stroking your ego to stroking your bank account. I don't get why. Like, why do you get off so much on the validation from chat rather than like setting something up long term? And also, we both value pushing the envelope. We have that synergy available. I've been looking for somebody to do like a balanced podcast with. I have the Muslim audience, you got the Christian audience. But instead it's like you would rather like run around. Why are you doing Jack Doherty content when you could be changing the conversation forever? I don't get it.
Okay, and there it is. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please hit the like, hit the sub, hit all notifications, drop me a donation like Hunter M, Adrian R, Tom and Bobby, Dylan, Renaissance Press, Brian, Andrew, and Alan. Shout outs to you. Most recent purchase of Strategist Guide Seduction. Thank you. Go buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. My Patreon has early access content. That's patreon.com/theheliosblog. And of course, if you'd like me to give you good advice like Sneako and not like Zherka, then go to my email. That's theheliosblog@gmail.com, and I'll slot you right in. Thank you so much for listening, guys, especially if you listen to the end. I really do appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.